This is going to be a quick presentation about centralized exchanges. I think it's very important for people who want to start investing, especially in cryptocurrencies, to understand what they do and what they're there for. So I made this little small presentation, and if you stick around till the end, I actually have a funny picture with you to share what you're probably going to like and don't want to miss out on. So centralized exchanges, overall, they are online platforms where you can trade cryptocurrencies against fiat currencies, what is against USD dollars or Australian dollars or pounds or other currencies. These platforms, they're offering staking, they're offering NFTs and some games and whatsoever. But in my opinion, in my humble opinion, this is the noise you really need to avoid. I actually have a link here on www.coingecko.com where you can see all exchanges with the score ranking as well, which are most trusted and not trusted. So I'm going to put them in the bio and you can feel free to check that out. So the advantages of centralized exchanges are that they have actually a very smooth user interface. But another thing you will see, they're going to come attack you straight away with a lot of noise to go for airdrops and to get a free claim here and get a free claim there. What is something? Oh my lord, that was a mosquito I had to kill. I'm so sorry. So yeah, just to get the idea, don't get too wrapped up by the noise on these user interfaces. Just use them for buying cryptos and to send them out to your storages. But I'm gonna touch that again later. What is good about exchanges though is they do have high liquidity. So high liquidity means you can buy and sell currencies quite easily as long as it's not like a ridiculous high amount of dollars. It's going to be very smooth and easy to actually do a market order to buy or to sell an asset. As well, they have of course a high variety on cryptocurrencies, but I would as well recommend you to go for the blue chips. And if that, you can actually go on decentralized exchanges. What is another story I'm going to touch base on in the future, where you can then actually trade and go for things on decentralized exchanges. So they're offering, of course, like futures and derivatives and margin trading, what is basically where you borrow money from the exchange to make a quick buck, with the hopes to make a quick buck with a high risk to get very, very easily liquidated, what means you lose all your money. Another good thing I have to say though is they do have customer support, and usually it's in their interest to keep you smooth and on the platform. So if you have some issues, they usually get back to you, but it can take time, and overall it's kind of still a poor performance with most exchanges I had to deal with in the past. So just to break it down again, the risks of the markets in those exchanges are that they are basically all centralized. And I had the experiences, for example, I bought Shiba Inu for $700 on a centralized exchange. It was a GitHub or Hotbit, I don't know. It was like some exchange, and I write it up all the way to $60,000. And then when I want to cash out, apparently on the user interface, it told me, hey, here's a cyber attack, you cannot have access. And then it took 2 weeks till I could have had access again. And then I could sell it not for $60,000, I had to sell it for $20,000. Well, it's still one of the best trades I have done, but overall, I was of course annoyed. So as well, another thing they have to bear in mind of is all the regulatory risks which come with it. If there's some regulations in place, it could of course affect the exchange you have your money on. So the conclusion is pretty simple. Crypto actually got designed to remove the middleman and to be censorship resistant. So you have usually KYC, know your customer policies on centralized exchanges. That means you have to smile in the camera, they get your address, your birthday, your name, and everything about your persona. So they do really know it's you. As well, you cannot actually withdraw money to a different account on most exchanges either, what comes on top of it. So in my mind, we cannot avoid centralized exchanges, but what we can do, we can just use them quickly with low risk and then move our funds we acquire there to our cold storage. The cold storage is a ledger or Trezor, for example, and I will have as well in the bio a link for Ledger if you want to basically get one of those. They are definitely legit and safe. The good thing is you cannot get hacked. There's no counterparty risk, and these exchanges as well, they cannot shut down. if you have it on your cold storage ledger. Important is though to set it up. You got a seed phrase of 12 words or 18 words, I can't even remember, but that's not the point. The point is you need to memorize it. In the best case scenario, you just memorize it in your head, and if not, you can of course have a physical copy somewhere and store it very, very wisely. As well, I would split the location of 2 different ones, and then maybe have 10 words there and 10 words there, and then for the case scenario that you do need your keys again, you know how to find them. This is what you're waiting for, guys, and this is the most thing you have to be careful about in cryptocurrencies, because this is really facts how crypto or the industry deals with newbies or people who start that industry. So I would actually add here as well, people trust crypto, or people do trust crypto influencers and exchanges, and actually behind the fans you see the influencers and the exchanges who basically taking a piss on you. Was obviously not pleasant and not nice. They want you to become traders, they want you to gamble, and they want you to buy something they probably accumulated very, very early. So do not listen to them, or be very, very careful which one you pick and choose. As well, to the trading thing, I just want to come with that part in mind, because I think it's important to understand that the most people do not make money. So you see here, basically, they have all the ideas to get rich quick, and then actually a month later, you just have 40% left, and then another 80% to quit in the first 2 years. So even when they have maybe some momentum whatsoever, overall they still do lose, and then you maybe have, after a longer period of time, 7% left, and then yeah, this is then really the top, below 2% of people who really make a living out of it, but they must have risk management and everything set up to be really that kind of persona who can deal with it. So exchanges, they do want you to become traders and to stake your money on their exchanges, what they can use then for their own purposes and whatsoever. And it's overall not a good idea. Use exchanges to buy crypto, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, move it from there to your cold storage devices, and just take it easy. Don't hesitate. Dollar cost average is about time in the market, not timing the market. I hope you enjoyed that. Give me a like, subscribe, and thank you so much. Check the links in the bio, and you have a great, wonderful night. Bye bye.